Howdy, y'all. Well, we got us a new scope. We was looking for one for the Marlin 20. This Bushnell 3x9, the banner. It's okay gun, I guess. Scope for hunting, but it's not what I wanted for just target shooting. With this 22, and needed something a little more powerful so I could see a little bit better. And I was favoring another Bushnell, and decided, it was a little too much more than I wanted. It wasn't that bad of a price. It was about 275 points, something like that. But kept looking, and yeah, a lot of people were showing these Monstrums. So I'll go, well, let me look on Monstrum to see what they got. I've got Monstrum stuff. I've been using their stuff for, I don't know, years. I've got some on my AR that I built 5-6 years ago, however long it's been since I built my AR or assembled it. But never really looked at their scopes or anything. So went over and started looking. It's like, what I was been looking for is something besides a standard mill dot. I wanted something a little smaller, crosshairs. I love those UTGs that I've been using on air guns, and that's what I even have on my AR. But I wanted something with a little bit smaller crosshairs, something a little more, something just besides crosshairs and some dots. I wanted something different. I have nothing else but those kind of scopes. So I looked at Monstrum, and this Hornet came up, and it has what they call their Christmas tree. And it's like, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And then the power range was way up there. Probably really more than what I need, but it was way up there. And the objective is a little bigger than I really wanted. But when you start getting into some of these other things, you got to trade off, So anyway, we ended up with a Monstrum Hornet. First for a focal plane. So I also picked up some levels to go on it. Now, I had them bookmarked. This is a 30 millimeter tube, and I had it bookmarked 30 millimeter tube, but when I clicked it and told it to go in the cart, it put a 1-inch, so I had to go back and buy another 30 millimeter. So we got two, so we'll just use this on something else. I didn't have any 30 millimeter to 3/8 dovetail, so I had to order some of these, and I like the UTGs. This is the medium, so I hope that's big enough, tall enough for this 50 millimeter. So let's get it out and look at it. 6x24. Let me flip it around here. It says 6x24. Length of it's 14.5 inches. It weighs 30 ounces. Windage and elevation is plus or minus 25. And one of the things that I didn't like about the Bushnell that I was looking for was 1/4 inch clicks. This one has 1/8 inch. That's what sold me on this one. The reticle and the 1/8 inch clicks is what sold me on this one. So let's take a look at it. All right. I had haven't even opened this first opening. I didn't even take a peek in it before starting this video. And it has I know it has 0 stops on it and everything. Illuminated reticle. Let's see, we got, not for sure what that is. Looks like some kind of base plate. Chamber indicator. That's pretty cool. Cloth. Cleaning cloth. Instruction manuals. Got a wrench. Got a shade. Screws. And let's take a look here. Man, that's some big old turrets. That is some big old turrets, man. It's got side focus on it over here. Got a big old throw lever on it. I like that. Hornet 2-24 by 50 first focal plane. I'm like most people, I don't like the back end ones, but may keep it on this one. Wow. I'm gonna have to read how to turn it, because make sure how it's locked and not locked, stuff like that. So, oh, here, and it does come with rings, but these were Picatinny, so. Pardon me. That working outside, man. There, that and clicked. Oh, you can definitely hear it. So, okay, so this one's not lockable, the windage. Oh, it says it is. Or no, I'm at elevation, I mean. Okay, well, I'll have to study on that a little bit. But let's get the scope off of this one and get this one mounted up. We will, obviously I can't show you this, so we'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, we got it on. Got it all torqued up. UTG says 35 on these screws, 15 up here. Let's see if we can do this or not. Too much power probably there. There we go. The illumination on them, you can kind of see it there. It's the first couple of hashes, and the center dot is all that's illuminated. You can, when you make a click, let's see if we can get it focused back in here. When you make a click on it, it turns off. Let's see, that was, okay, that's one. That's on one. And in between each click, it turns off. And then gets a little bit brighter on the next click. Oh man, I think it's picking up my hand or something. It's really not focusing in. But anyway, in between, it turns off, turns on, and each click is a higher power till you get back all the way around. Maybe we can get this to the range, we can do a little bit better.
There's a little bit of like context that gets lost in translation.
1, 6. Obviously, there's the parallax from about 10 out to infinity. So it's got 0 stops. I'll have to undo the top and undo that or to get it to move properly. I'll have to study on that. This is the first scope I've ever had with this type of setup on it. So you got just enough clearance, and that's the back. I can separate these rings. I mean, it's flush up here on the front, and let me turn it around here. I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, see, that's as far back as I can push the back one, and then there's the front one. Doesn't give you much room for anything, but we got plenty of clearance. I mean, it's just a tad bit. If I was on low power, there's still enough room to clear. Not a whole lot of room to grab a hold of the bolt, but it clears. I'm not for sure if this spins or not. If it does, we may move that around a little bit. I think that's what CW did on his. As you can move that, and I see a set screw in there, so let's get that out and see. Okay, so that just like removes the knob. It's fine where it is. It's not bothering me. But there we are. Monstrum Hornet. Get the bolt closed here. Trying to do stuff one-handed. So it's not too, it's big, but it's not too big, I guess. I didn't want something super huge, but it is what it is. So I really like everything on it so far. We need to get to the range now and get her zeroed in. Maybe I can show some more features of it by then. But right now, yeah, I'm loving it. It was 111 points cheaper than that Bushnell I was looking at. And so far, it's dark outside. I can't go outside and look around. I mean, I can look across the room. It looks clean, nice and clear glass. So I'm liking it so far. Monstrum Hornet. Everything I was looking for. I mean, everything. Got more power than I was really looking for. It's got the big knobs that clicks, 1/8-inch clicks. It's got the Christmas tree sights in it, and the illumination is actually better than I expected, because the UTGs, it lights up, it lights up everything when you turn that on. It bothers me. I just usually never turn those things on. I kind of needed it at the field target match I was shooting at, because we were shooting down and through a black hole, and you lost your sights. If they were illuminated, I could have seen where I was at, but I like this one a lot better. It's just a little bit, you know, the dot and a couple hashes. So wow. Very impressed so far. So hopefully we can get to the range this weekend and shoot it. Thanks for watching, everybody.